I'm Kenny. I've spent the last 13 years living on the road, hitchhiking all over the planet. And this is Nick. We grew up together. Now we're embarking on an adventure to see the best breweries on the planet. We'll be hitchhiking, meeting amazing people, and drinking phenomenal beer. It's the backpacking beer adventure. Let's get hopping.
Comment. See ya.
It's been real, dude. I think it's about 115, 116. Yeah. Yeah, pretty close. Another nickel. I'd say Flagstaff was an incredible success.
Oh, dude, I loved it.
Good town, good beer, good brewers. You know, see if we get a ride before the bus comes. It's possible. Going directly to Phoenix from right here. Never know. Hello there. How's it going? Good. Pretty good. Hitchhiked from this spot on 17 before. It's kind of on the highway. Hold up this sign and I'm just dangling it right now. This is not ideal, but there's always a chance someone could stop. Oh shit! Hopefully get a ride before we deal with police. Okay, gotcha.
You ever hopping in the bed?
Yeah.
Awesome.
It's actually a really good spot to be because we got the gas station right there. When people pull off to get gas, they see us, and then they got a few minutes to think about it, scope us out a little more, pull over right here. Dual ride, the rare dual ride. We got picked up by two different cars, each rode a different one. Worked out pretty good, reunited. Beautiful drive from snow to cactus to here.
Yeah.
So Larry's gonna come pick us up, my friend. We'll be good to go. We're filming this whole trip that we're doing, just going to breweries and traveling, yeah.
You guys are online, like a stream?
Yeah, on YouTube.
Oh, that's cool.
It's called hopping.
It's called hopping?
Hopping.
Hopping?
Like hopping around, yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
I have known Larry for, I want to say 12 years. We're gonna brew probably 3 times while we're here. Tonight is the one I'm gonna put in my backpack.
Are you recording right now?
Yeah.
Oh.
Don't worry, if there's something you don't like us, to put in, it's
probably
usually
any of that.
Yeah.
Probably everything that's been recorded so far. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, it's great to have you all here.
Tell us about Wilderness.
We just hit our 6-year anniversary this past September. The brewery really wanted to showcase what Arizona has to offer. Started by John and Pat. John moved out here, fell in love with the wilderness in the state. He's a pretty avid nature photographer. Just explored, all corners and areas of Arizona. So he and Pat kind of ran into each other. Pat was working at a local brewery down the street. John opened up Pat's eyes to a lot of things outside of Phoenix, and Pat opened up John's eyes to a lot of like production brewing and how to actually make, beer on a larger scale. So it's kind of this really good mix of two people coming together and being able to create something that hadn't been seen in Arizona before. 6,000 square feet altogether. About 4,000 square feet of that is dedicated to production space.
How many beers do you typically have at a time?
We generally try to keep between 15 and 20. Every Thursday we'll put at least one new beer on tap. But today we did 4.
Oh, sweet.
So, exactly.
Can't wait to try them.
So we've turned this into the grain room. We're able to fit about, 1,400, 1,500 pounds in here. Pretty much all of our batches, we can fit almost the entire grain bill inside this grist case, and then transfer this over to the mash tun or combine it with water and start the process. We'll show you our version of a brew house, which is definitely unlike most of the new brew houses you'll see. This used to be an old dairy tank, and that was an old orange juice pasteurizer. So all repurposed equipment. We'll do our boil off, our lauter into the boil kettle. This is Ashley, she's brewing today.
Hey there.
This is John, our lead brewer. One 30-barrel tank, 2 20-barrel tanks, then 4 15-barrel tanks. Cold liquor tank in the far left, definitely something we need in Arizona.
The beer we brewed last night, I took a half gallon off and do a growler. I'm just gonna let it ferment in my backpack as we travel.
Yeah.
And then carbonate in the same container.
That's cool.
And we're gonna drink it at the end of the show.
That's really sweet.
Yeah, it should be pretty interesting.
Has the growler started to ferment yet?
No, I checked this morning, and both hadn't really started bubbling too much, which was sort of surprising.
Right.
I thought they would, but hopefully by the time we get back. Because I'm gonna have to off-gas it, or else it's just gonna explode in my backpack.
Do that. Just asking, so keep an eye on it.
Yeah.
The brewery's kind of set up to almost be a mirror image where you have the brew house in the center, then 2 cellars on either side of the building, and then 2 coolers. So this is one of our coolers. It's going to be the larger of the 2.
Okay.
These hook right up to the taps, so we can pour off these instead of having bartenders change 17 kegs in an hour.
Oh, smart.
I'll show you our small shipping container village out here. This is actually some local wheat from right down the road. What they call white Sonora. So you can see the berries are super tiny, kind of like an ancient form of wheat that Father Padre Quino brought to the Americas and almost went extinct for a while until these people, Grain R&D / Sauceman Farms, basically brought it back and started planting it. So we get a lot of Sonoran white wheat, and we use that wheat in a lot of our beers. We have some sweet limes here. So it's actually a lime that's sweet.
Really?
It's a Mexican sweet lime. Then these are Arizona sweet oranges.
Okay.
And then we have some Arizona grown Meyer lemons.
Nice.
So yeah, it's citrus season in Arizona, so we'll be processing citrus like non-stop from here until the end of February. We didn't want to drag 300-foot hoses across the ground or across the restaurant, so we put all this process piping up here so we can actually get 2 sections of the building without hoses.
Right.
So,
smart.
yeah. This was the original cellar. What Pat and John started with when they opened were basically these tanks.
In the beginning, this was it.
This is it.
Yeah.
Exactly. If you guys want, we can sit down and try some beers.
All right, we have beer.
We do, right? So Refuge on your far right here. That's kind of, I guess you could say, the beer that built the house. It's a beer we've had on tap pretty much since day one. Pacific Northwest, very traditional sea hops beer. Cascade, Centennial, Simcoe, Amarillo, just like your traditional American hops.
We're off to a good start.
Yeah, right? Cool. More of that new style IPA is La Ciudad. Soft, sweet, tropical fruit forward, a lot of wheat in the grain bill.
Yeah, nice body to it.
So that's the Pilsner. So that's majority Sinagel malt. some light hop additions at the end of the boil in the kettle.
It's a little creamier than most Pilsners. I like it. It's,
Yeah.
delicious. 3 for 3 so far. What is the story behind this
So
one?
this is a honey blonde ale.
Okay.
We're trying to broadcast the message of like, think about what you're doing.
Yeah.
Like, don't fuck up the planet. So we're using the grain that saves a ton of water in the Verde Valley. We're working with a local honey producer. But yeah, that
Don't
beer's
fuck it
just
up.
Exactly. Just like, don't fuck it up. And this is Wilson's Wit. So this is brewed back in May, and then allowed to kind of mature, age, develop some complexity in the oak fruiter. And then
Got
we
a really
added-
nice nose to it.
Yeah,
A little sourness to it.
yeah, nice level of acidity.
Fresh. That's what all these have in common so far is just fresh.
Yeah, and bright.
Clean.
This is actually based on John's, one of the owners' mom's wassail recipe.
It's a good one for the holidays.
Yeah, exactly. The last one I kind of selected here is the Superstition Breakfast Stout. We added maple syrup, a little bit more vanilla, and some coffee to it as well.
Do you make a lot of beers with chocolate as well?
Yeah, we do. So we have a couple in the works currently, and we work with a local nib roaster in Scottsdale
Okay.
called Zach's Chocolate. We'll kind of like give him some roast specifications and work with him to develop, different flavor characteristics we want to see come out of the nibs for the beer. If we want a lighter roast or a darker roast, or Bolivian or Nicaraguan type bean for a project, we can work with him, see what's available, and then dial it in a little bit further.
That's the other cool thing about being ingrained in the community like
Yeah.
that is you can
Exactly.
get every little piece that goes into it.
Right,
perfect.
yeah, we can kind of tweak it and manipulate it to the way we want it. Whereas if we were buying, off Amazon or,
Oh yeah, it's like whatever it
off
is
the
is
internet,
what it is.
exactly. We just get it, and
You don't know how many places it's been shipped around, where
Right.
it was made, nothing. It
yeah,
just
we're not
shows
supporting
up.
people around us. So
Yeah.
I really believe in supporting the producers as much as possible around the brewery and around the state.
Yeah. Well, thanks for sharing all this with
Yeah,
us and
of course.
taking us around.
Glad you've enjoyed it all.
Yeah. Delicious. Should try this one. Cameraman's got to drink a little bit
Yeah,
sometimes.
right? Exactly. I'm guessing you guys want this thing though?
Oh yeah.
This is where it started. It started with a 5-barrel brew house right here. So it was our hot liquor tank, our mash tun, our boil kettle. You can still see the marks on the floor from the boil burn marks. We had 3 5-barrel fermenters, 1, 2, and 3. And then we had 1 10-barrel hidden in the back. So it was literally one step to everything.
Woo, that's phenomenal. I just took the first sip.
That's the cherry cordial?
Yeah.
That's delicious.
All right, so what's your story? What's going on?
So I've been on the road for 12 years. I was living in New York City, and I had this job where I was making enough money to go to my job to pay for my place so I could go to the job, and just it sucked.
Rat race.
Putting on a suit and tie. I had to wear a red tie on Monday, a blue tie on Tuesday.
Seriously.
Yeah, it was a disaster.
Wow.
So I was like, let me try just giving all my stuff away and boiling it down to a backpack and just tripping around the country for a little while. And a few months turned into a few years, turned into dozens of countries, and yeah,
That does not sound bad.
it's been a blast.
Yeah.
So when I go to a new city or anything, the first thing I usually do is go to a brewery, because it's way different than a bar. Just the vibe and the people.
Absolutely.
And you get a vibe of the whole city, and just be like, what is this about? Where are the places to camp? What are the good places to eat? Is there music going on?
Yeah,
So how did you guys get started?
He was my brother's neighbor.
Yeah, like that.
Long time ago.
Our wives were friends, and we would get together for dinners and stuff. And they came over one night, and we went out to the garage to grab a couple beers out of the fridge. And I had some homebrew equipment sitting there. And next time I homebrewed, he came over and fired it up, and
Okay.
just been brewing together ever since. That
was here in Phoenix.
fuck, that was like 14 years ago.
And you guys decided to go big with it. Want to check it out?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
Sweet. I love that you got the window here too. Show off what you're doing here.
When we used to
We
brew
got
at
it.
home, garage door was always open.
Oh yeah.
Hey, if you're walking your dogs, come in for a beer.
With the Insta-Hots, we can brew 8 gallons a minute. We get all pre-milled grains, so when the guys come in the morning, clean the heat exchange, and as they're cleaning that, we can mash right in. In colder climates, when you're home brewing, you can just use your city water. Not here. Our city water's up to 95 degrees.
Last time we brewed with the Kavaikis, we only have to get down to 95, 100.
But it's gonna go a lot cooler than that when you're traveling, because it's not that warm out.
Oh yeah.
Unless you got it real tight.
Yeah, holding it. We were already
That's
talking
my
about
baby.
swaddling it. Yeah, I might even use my sweatshirt.
You should.
Hitchhiking, Come on.
So you can see right behind Colby, we grow a lot of our yeast. We'll get a couple homebrew pitches and we'll grow it up in a couple days and that'll be our 5-barrel pitch. Absolutely. So we've got 3 5-barrel fermenters, we've got 5 10s and 2 15s and 1 flat bottom wine fermenter.
We've got a full-time brew crew. We've got a full-time sales rep. We've got the front of the house, back of the house, the whole thing. So it's just really about growth and maxing out our investment. You know, 2 years ago, we dumped a lot of money into buying equipment and getting the space out. And we still have a lot of room for growth. So we're gonna keep pushing more beer and more people and getting bodies through here and getting beer out to market and all the fun things that you do when you own a brewery.
Well, shit, let's try some more beers and
Let's go drink beer.
boombox.
Boombox.
That's flavorful, and I love the container. Embrace the research. I can calibrate my sips.
Absolutely.
I'm at 70 milliliters right now. Okay, and I just went down to 50. So a typical sip for me is
About
20 milliliters.
mils.
I know that now. I'm doing research.
You didn't know that before. Now you know that.
Yeah, I'm working right now. I'm a scientist.
Yeah.
All right, straight into the next one.
Urban Art.
Urban Art.
This is our East Coast. It's our hazy.
This is tasty. That's like it's like a session haze. All right, Mohawk.
All mosaic.
All mosaic.
All mosaic. All the
All the
through.
way.
Hence the Mo hop. But we use the dry hop yeast from Imperial. It's
Dry hop yeast?
Dry hop yeast.
Okay.
It's a combination of 2 different yeasts that they have that accentuates the dry hop. So that guy only had 3 pounds in a 5-barrel. And it doesn't smell like it, does it? Pop.
Yeah.
Yeah. It
This is good.
effervescent.
This might be a repeat offender. Well, I'm going to Lazy Rice. This is not a one-off. Oh, this is good.
It's got Idaho 7, Simcoe, and Amarillo.
My favorite hop.
Hands down, this is the oldest beer we've ever brewed.
This is it.
Yeah, street cred.
This is clean. This is clean. This is the best blended black IPA I've ever had. Easily.
Thank you.
I like it. We're in the darks now.
Now you're in the morning sex.
Morning sex. I
went
get
to
some
the
street
dark
cred. Now it's time for morning sex. The coffee smell is just perfect. That's awesome. That's really good. I'm on to the next one.
What do you got?
DSTID.
Okay, Dark Side Till I Die.
Yes, I like it. I fucking love it. Nick, you have not even had a beer yet. This
Nick, you
is,
might like
is
that.
worthy of your tasting.
Now you got the
All right.
you got the big guy. You
All
got
right.
the big guy at the
This
end.
is,
So this is not today.
The final boss.
Not today, Putin.
I'm almost like disappointed how clean it is. I thought Putin was gonna like kick me with a horse in the face as he ran away and galloped off.
Right.
Not today.
It's like,
Yeah, you guys are crushing it clearly. Like, I mean that's
We're doing okay.
that's craft beer.
yeah,
You're crafting beer.
that's how we do it.
Yeah.
That's how it's done.
You guys make excellent beer.
Thanks.
So thank you for all this. Not only do you love what you do, but like you're doing what you love really well.
Can I get one up high?
Boom.
High five.
Yeah.
Kenny.
Hell yeah.
I got you down
Nick.
here too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys fucking rock.
Oh, my man.
We're gonna do some Wayne's World stuff in here. What's with the green screen?
Welcome to Hopping. Party on, Kenny.
Party on, Nick.
Okay, we've got a new feature on Hopping this week. It allows us to travel through time and space. It's called Chroma Key, and it's really handy if you want to go to New York. Hey, we're in New York.
I've got a gun. Let's go to a Broadway show.
Oh, taxi! Or maybe you prefer Hawaii. Bukalaka haka, come on, you want lay me. Past the point, mahalo. Gong chicka gong chicka gong chicka gong.
Or say you want to go to Texas. Howdy, partner. Let's rear some rope in Broncos. Howdy, y'all.
Or imagine being magically whisked away to Delaware. Hi, I'm in Delaware.
KP. I like it.